Well, yo, Joe, and what's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Doomcast. I am really stoked to be unboxing a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, a commemorative edition of the the Cold Slither. Probably one of the most ridiculous single episodes of G.I. Joe ever. It is literally a box set of the Springfield Theater. It's the Dreadnoks plus Zartan in a band, a hair metal band, and I'm going to unbox it. I thought I was going to be one of the few people to actually get this. I snagged it right when they went on sale on Hasbro Pulse, and fortunately they have been restocked multiple times. They are now still available as of this recording for pre-order, so hopefully everybody that wants one of these gets one. And if you're still on the fence, maybe this will help you make a decision one way or the other. So stick around. I'm Danathan, and this is the Doomcast. So to start, you get this. The exterior looks like the Springfield Theater. I'm not sure that they actually ever indicated which Springfield, but you do get cool little Easter eggs. There's a gem in the holograms poster over here, and then there's an Average Joe's poster on this side, which is the band that the G.I. Joes decide to do their rousing rendition of A Real American Hero, which absolutely sucks. That's something that I think I can't possibly stress enough, is that all of the music that they did in this episode was terrible. It was ridiculous, and yet somehow they sold out an entire theater. First impressions, pretty fantastic. The level of accuracy to the costume that they had in the actual episode that this aired in. Also, phenomenal to have 1/12 scale musical instrument accessories. The first thing, though, that came to mind when I started opening this was a sort of sick realization that I didn't have a 1/12 scale mic stand and microphone. That said, everything else, I don't really have a complaint about at all. It's sort of ridiculous. Buzzer's glasses have never stayed on in any incarnation of him in the Classified series. Actually, I think this is only the second one that they've made. So this, but neither of them, the glasses don't stay on all that well. What you do get, this is actually pretty sweet though. The very back of his Canadian tuxedo denim jacket says Cold Slither. And he's got the a Dreadnok tattoo, not the Dreadnok tattoo. Let's actually see who has it. Does Ripper have the full-on Dreadnok tattoo on his arm? No, he's got... How did none of these dudes actually have the Dreadnok symbol on them as a tattoo? That's surprising. Zartan is easily the most obviously hair metal. The rest of these guys look like they could be in Mastodon, but Zartan is so explicitly a hair metal dude in this set. From the yellow pants to everything. I mean, the axe, he's honestly a perfect hair metal representation. That's why I initially had him in the power slide, which I felt was thoroughly appropriate. I'm going to keep him in that, I think, when I actually display this. Yeah, both Torch and Ripper just look like they could be in a sludge band, except for the Keytar. The Keytar, by the way, is just apparently a portable synthesizer. I've never really paid too much attention to that. I do like that Ripper's got the Flying V axe here. That's pretty sick. But other than that, the costumes are pretty spot on to what they are in the original cartoon. That said, I have no idea where I'm going to actually display this. It's so ridiculous. The plot of this was so ludicrous. Basically, the original cartoon, I had to go back and rewatch it, but Cobra Commander loses billions. The Joes raid this cache of stolen Cobra goods. It's treasure, but he's got like gold bars and jewels, but also stuff like the Mona Lisa. And apparently they were using this to finance Cobra's operation. And as a result, all of his debts are called into account. So Tomax and Xamot are like cut ties with him, and they're like, we're not, dealing with you anymore. They go to the Joes and are basically like, Cobra Commander's bankrupt. By the way, let me jump in here and throw in a quick aside. Tomax and Xamot inform Cobra Commander that his employees, the Cobra soldiers, have gone to the unemployment office and are filing for unemployment. That can only happen if Cobra is a tax-paying, legally registered business entity that's paying unemployment insurance. That means all of its employees are paying into Social Security. That means Cobra has to have a healthcare plan, a pension, a 401k. They probably order pizzas for everybody at Cobra when they hit a quarterly profit margin. Cobra Commander's brilliant idea is to start a hair metal band with an upfront cost of like $1 million to set up. Which, first of all, is not enough to set up an actual hair metal tour. It wouldn't have been even in 1984, that aside. But he somehow gets this like midget guy who speaks in bizarre ways to... that guy somehow has connections to put together this incredible one-night event, which they sell out, and they're going to put these subliminal messages, which I think that Cobra Commander, Zartan, and the rest of them all kind of forgot what subliminal means, because the lyrics to the one Cold Slither song, they have one track. They have one track and they sell out a theater with it. And that is just, we're Cold Slither, you'll be joining us soon, a band of vipers playing our tune. That's all. That's all you get. Anyway, they obviously... Shipwreck, of course, and I forget who else. I think it might be Blowtorch, too. They all, like, fall for this and end up at the concert and end up rocking out, and it's, like, Lady J who figure out how to break the spell that they have by commandeering the PA, but they still are in control of the subliminal messages thing. No, it wasn't Lady J, it was Scarlet. Scarlet ends up convincing... the guys that fell for it, the Joes that fell for it, that they're on KP duty for a month. Which, you don't have to do that. They're in the military. You just tell them they're on KP duty. You don't need a subliminal message. You just order them to clean the toilets. That's it. Also, it would have been funnier to kids if you had explained that they were on toilet cleaning duty instead of saying KP duty. But... anyhow, that was the whole brilliant idea. Oh, and then the worst and dumbest part of all of this is that at that point, the Joes come out and in turn play a real American hero because everybody there came for a concert. So they get the worst, like, Chicago average white band. Chicago's actually good. I shouldn't say anything negative about Chicago. It is a legit band. But it is what they end up playing for people is not great. It sort of sucks. Anyway, it's a ludicrous premise. It is one of the silliest box sets I could possibly imagine for them doing for G.I. Joe. I mean, are we going to get Shipwreck's melting family at some point? I really hope we get that. But for crying out loud, I really wish that there was a place that I could go and get a mic stand or something that would scale with the rest of this. Other than that, this is exactly what I expected it to be. It is silly, and it's exactly what I wanted, and I'm just going to display it with the rest of the Cobras. I'm going to have a couple Vipers on each side, and maybe the Trouble Bubbles in the back. I wish I could attach like a 112 speaker. Maybe I'll find that. Anyway, it's sweet. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. This has been the Tooncast. We'll see you again next week. And also, if you were looking for this box set, remember it is still, as of this recording, still available on Hasbro Pulse. If you want it, go get it. Peace and Cobra!